Recording in progress.
All right, hello everybody. We have people on Zoom and then we have some on Facebook Live. So if you are watching on Zoom, if you are watching on Facebook, go ahead and utilize the comments section for this. I'm going to start with a quick introduction. So I'm Kira Jones, and this is the Manifest Millions Abundance Activation Workshop. This is just a freebie workshop that I thought would be really fun for everybody to do. If you're an entrepreneur, you can do this. If you are a creative, if you are just a person who wants more abundance in their life, that's fine too. So all are welcome. The only thing that I ask is if you are watching that you participate in the comments. If you're hopping in the Zoom, you can have your camera on or off, it doesn't matter to me. And then if you're watching on the Facebook, just drop some hearts, say hello. In the comments section, go ahead and hashtag how you found me. Are you a photography client? So hashtag photography if you found me through there. Hashtag Dragon Theory if you were in Dragon Theory, if you found me in Business Refresh, if you're a one-on-one client, if you're just here for the freebie, if you're a mastermind person. So drop in the comments wherever you are how you found me or what brought you here. So I am super excited. I am a business mentor and I help entrepreneurs release their limiting beliefs around money. So I help you almost work backwards and figure out what your root issues are and what's holding you back, so that we can heal your relationship with money and collapse time. So you may have a really successful business and you feel like you're doing the same things over and over again and nothing is working and nothing is getting you to that goal that you have really far. So what we do is when you work with me, we collapse time, we uncover, I kind of shift all of these things that you're giving me, like these are my issues, these are my problems, I can't get out of my own head, and we shift them, and I regurgitate it back in a new way, and it helps you, and it helps think it in a new perspective. So go ahead, drop in the comments how you're here. If you're a photography client, if you're watching the freebie, if you're mastermind, whatever, and we are going to go from there. I'm also a boudoir photographer, and this is where my story starts. So before we do our abundance activation, which is an alignment exercise that I'm going to activate for all of you who are either watching on the live or watching on the replay, I want to give you a little backstory about who I am, how I got to this place, and how I learned these techniques that I'm going to give to you tonight. So first off, I started my photography business in 2014. I was a senior in high school, and I said, you know what, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going, and that was that. So then, in 2015, I discovered the world of boudoir, and I said, yes, absolutely. I think I was a freshman in college, and I said, this is what lights me up. Helping women discover themselves, like this is for me. So I started doing boudoir, and I was photographing boudoir sessions in the basement of my grandparents' house. Didn't have a studio, had a blow-up air mattress. It was literally in my grandma and grandpa's basement, and I was like, okay, I'm going to make this work. And I didn't think anything about it. Like, I was booking sessions, things were great. I was driving home from college on the weekends, and life was really good. Money was coming in. And then I moved into my dad's living room. So I went from my grandparents' basement to my dad's living room, and I would drag the clawfoot tub out of the garage into the living room and set up each weekend I had a session. But I kept going. I kept the power. I was like, I love this. I'm helping women. This is amazing. And things were great. The money and the abundance kept rolling in. And then a couple of years later, I got into my first commercial studio. And I was like, all right, this is great. Like, I feel really legitimate right now. Have you guys ever, drop in the comments, was there a point in time that you remember feeling really professional? Whether it's in your day job, your entrepreneurship, like, do you have that point in time where you were like, this is it? I am legitimate. Like, I am professional right now. Is that just me? If you have that, I want you to think about that feeling of, oh, this is the moment. Like, I'm the real deal right now. Hello, I'm seeing comments pop in finally. They weren't showing up on my phone. So, let me know. Do you feel that? Have you experienced that? Even if it's not your own business, even if it's in your, like, you work for somebody else, it's in your day job. Are you in that moment of, okay, this is really happening, I'm doing this? Because when I moved into that commercial studio, there was a shift. Christina says right now, she's in that moment right now. And it's so amazing because you feel like everything is going right, things are sunshiny, you're doing all the things, it's new, it's fresh. So then a couple of years went by and I moved into a bigger commercial studio. Things were good, things were great. I was crushing goals, I was growing, everything was really, really good. And then what happened? I grew from the basement of my grandparents' house to a 2,000 square foot commercial studio. And I've been there for 3 years now. And this is where I'm at. It's a gorgeous studio. We have tons of rooms and setups. Things are amazing. We are crushing all of our goals monetarily, artistically. We're showing up. Everything is so, so good. Except logic decided to creep in. I started setting goals and my brain, my ego was like, wait, this is scary. What if this doesn't happen? Wait, there's no way you could possibly hit that goal. Have you ever been in that form of sabotage? Has your ego ever jumped in and said, oh no, I can't do this, like, that sounds scary? Hello, our dear friend Sabotage. I see the hearts coming in. Yes. So it's like as soon as you get successful and as soon as you start goal crushing, things are good. You're riding high. Everything is working out because it's so brand new and it's so fresh. And then after we get comfortable for a while, that resistance starts to interfere. That resistance starts to bubble up. And you're like, wait a minute. What is this? Can I keep doing this? This is really scary. Like, everybody around me says, that's not possible. You shouldn't do that. Or all of your clients are going to cancel on you. Something bad is going to happen. Like, you're living your life waiting for the other shoe to drop. Have you ever been in that form of sabotage before? Because it can be a scary place to be. Yep. Oh, I see all the comments now. Everybody's hashtagging where they're from. This is great. So with this realm of sabotage comes scared. It comes fear. And this moment of anxiety where you go, I just had my best month ever. How in the world can I recreate that again? I just made a whole bunch of money this month. What if it runs out? How am I going to attract more of that? How can I recreate that next month? And everything starts spiraling downward because you're letting logic jump in. You're letting your conscious mind lead instead of living in that realm of trust, living in that realm of, oh, I've got this. This is okay. Can you feel the difference in that? It is such a difference between I trust, I understand versus the, oh my gosh, I don't know what is about to happen. So I want you to drop in the comments, where are you on a level of sabotage right now in your business? So number one being, I'm doubting everything. I don't believe in myself. OMG, the world is crashing down. To 10 being, I trust 100%. There is never a second in my mind that I doubt my abilities as a professional, that I doubt my abilities as an abundance activator. I am completely trusting. So where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? And if you're watching on the replay, just hashtag later vibes and go ahead and go through the comments and I'll come back and answer them later. So if you're just hopping on, we've got people jumping in the Zoom right now. Okay, Veronica's at a 2 maybe. Krista's at a 3. It's inching up though. Perfect. Brooke is at a 3. 7 to 8, I'm holding back. I'm showing up in social media. Oh, do you see how in some aspects of your life, you could be really, really strong? Like, I am manifesting all of the success. My Facebook group is growing. My audience is growing. But then on the financial side, you're like, oh, whoa, this is scary because I just broke a record. So now I'm going to self-sabotage. And I'm going to tell myself all of the ways why this isn't possible. Because that's what feels safe to my body. That's what feels good to me is, ooh, I'm not used to this. I'm used to living in fear, so that's what I'm going to fall back to. And your ego's job is to protect you. Your ego is going to tell you, no, don't set those big goals because that's scary. Don't go after your dreams because what if you fail? Failure equals weakness and weakness equals bad. But in reality, that's not the case. We cannot celebrate the good and we cannot celebrate the success if we don't have failure and we don't have lessons. So what we're going to do today is during the abundance activation part of this, I'm going to have you guys close your eyes. It's a visualization. So if you're driving, do that part on the replay. Don't close your eyes while you're driving. But I'm going to transmute and we're going to transform some of those beliefs that you have around abundance. And we're going to activate something deep inside of you that's going to be an energy switch so that you can get out of this funk or you can stop this process of sabotaging. And it is a journey. It's something that you might have to recommit to every single day. But at least you'll have the tools and you'll have that moment of safety, that moment of feeling secure that you'll be able to switch back into. Ooh, is this hitting? Is this resonating for you? Or am I the only one who's ever been like, I just hit my best month ever and now I'm going to recluse and it's going to be scary and I'm going to fail. So sabotage is a real thing. And if it's not for you, I applaud you. But it's part of this 3D human experience. Krista says all the freaking time. Yes. And a lot of the times in the beginning, it's so easy. Things come so naturally because it's fun and exciting and it's a new business or it's a new job or it's a new relationship. And then your ego jumps in. I've hit nearly $50,000 months once and I've never been able to get back to it. Yes, because OMG, I did it once. If I really hit $50,000 months, then I'm putting this pressure on myself to hit it every single month. And if I don't, that means I'm a failure. When here's the thing, you guys, money ebbs and flows. It's going to come in, it's going to flow out, it's going to come back in. You're going to have a high month, you're going to have a low month. But it's leaning into trust and understanding that, okay, money is just energy. I want you to type that in the comments. Money is just energy. It doesn't matter if it's $50 million or $5. To the universe, to God, to whoever your source power is, money is just energy. Yep. And once we can wrap our brains around that, it starts to ease the hesitation, the resistance just a little bit. So if we lean back into this story of, when I first started shooting boudoir and having a complete photography studio in my grandparents' basement, I was not putting these numbers on myself every single day. I was not saying oh my gosh, where's my next client going to come in? What's going to happen? Where's it going to go? I was simply getting so excited, OMG, somebody messaged the Facebook page. This is so exciting. Another client is popping up, another. And people were booking sessions just like that. And then when we got into the commercial studio, things were still really good. We were climbing 20K months, 30K months. We had a $53,000 month. Oh my God, that's amazing. We were so happy. Things were so good. And then my ego jumped in. I went from a $50,000 month to $11,000 back to back within 30 days. I had the same number of clients. I was doing the same marketing. I had the same caliber of work. It's not like I just started sucking at photography. It's not like all my clients canceled on me. It's because the energy that I had behind it was, oh my gosh, where's it going to come in? I need to do all of these things. I need to attract all of this money. I need to attract all of this abundance, or the business is going to fail. I felt like I had to be doing something, like I had to be working extra hard for it. Show of hands, drop an emoji. Veronica, she already commented. She said, me, before I even asked. How many of you, drop hearts, drop a comment, hashtag me, whatever. Do you resonate with that? Do you feel like you have to do all of the things to allow that money to come in to hit your goals? Do you feel like you have to do okay, I'm going to journal, I'm going to meditate, I'm going to do the breath work, I'm going to walk 5 miles in the fresh air, I'm going to write a really captivating post, and I'm going to go live all in one day, and I'm actually really tired because I didn't sleep last night? Christina says guilty. Krista says, me too. Veronica, if I don't do the things, we won't get any bookings. Yes. So how is putting your energy into all of these things when your energy battery is already on low? Think of it as a phone charger. You need to charge yourself. You can't go out and perform all of these things and service all of these clients and all of this energy work on yourself when you haven't recharged. You're not going to attract any abundance that way. You're going to attract more stress. You're going to attract more doubt. You're going to attract more resistance and push money away. So this belief, just like Veronica said, if I don't do the things, we won't get the bookings. I have to be doing something. And this is going to be the moment that I want you guys to feel this shift. So earlier we talked about money is just energy. That's all it is. We've been taught our whole life that money is bad. Money doesn't grow on trees. I have to work my life away to receive any money. Blah, blah, blah. But we know money is just an energetic transaction. It's just a form of energy. It's just like this chair I'm sitting on. You're putting the meaning into it. You're making it mean something. So what if, and if you're in the mindset community or if you're an entrepreneur, you might have heard the phrase or something like, open yourself up to abundance and just wait for it to pour in. If you set your mind right, if you do the journaling, if you do the manifesting, If you manifest really hard, the money will come in. If you do all of the things, it must certainly happen, because that's what everybody's told me. When in reality, that's not the case. Doing all of the things won't equal attracting the abundance. It won't equal happiness. Because even if you're going through the motions, you're not truly embodying it. You have to embody it. And you're like, yeah, I don't know how to embody it. Like, what do you mean? I thought doing the things would equal more money. I thought doing the work and being a professional and being an amazing photographer or business owner or whatever it is you do, I thought that would get me what I need. They all told me I had to manifest it. And it comes down to this. Are you ready? Because as soon as I embodied this and as soon as I started living like this, it was such a shift. You don't have to wait for the abundance to rain down on you. You don't have to wait for the good things to start creeping in. Because do you want to know how you're going to attract more money and attract more abundance into your life? You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do everything. You simply embody and you become the magnet. What would that feel like? What would that look like? That instead of doing all of the things, having a 45-minute meditation, doing a 20-minute breath work, going outside and jogging, doing a yoga, journaling for an hour, that instead of going through all of these motions, yes, those practices, those rituals are very important and they help you. But instead of going through the motions and just waiting for money to show up, waiting for abundance to come in, what if you decided to be the magnet? You are the magnet. Money is just energy. You don't have to wait for it to sprinkle down. You don't have to wait for the thunderstorm of rain and abundance and money and happiness to come in. You can align yourself to that right now and attract it. In the comments, I am the magnet. I am the magnet. What a shift from I have to do all of these things to open myself up for abundance to, whoop, I'm the magnet. All I have to do is turn on my magnetism, is stand up, close my eyes, and embody the fact that I'm the magnet. I get to attract just by being me, just by being myself. I get to attract my ideal clients. I get to attract $50,000 months consistently. I get to attract 300 acres of land that CC can play on and that we can shoot sessions on. I get to attract my beach house because I am the magnet. You don't have to wait for it to happen. Here's the thing, and this is something that I'm teaching on in our mastermind, which starts July 1st, super excited, that's Friday, is we sit here and we're waiting and people are like, well, I'll do it once I manifest the money. I'm going to coach with you once I manifest the money. I'm going to book a session with you when I manifest the money. Like, I'm going to sign up for one-on-one after I manifest all of this money and achieve my goals. How has that been working out for you so far? Have you ever manifested the money after sitting and waiting and saying, well, I'll do it then. I'll do it later. Because if you're constantly just sitting here telling the universe like, hey, I really want to do this thing. I really want to expand my business, but I'm just going to wait until you hand me the money. That's you sitting around waiting. You're just waiting for it to flow in. Why have we not stood up and embodied that I am the magnet? Me right now, if I put my mind to something and I decide that, you know what, I want my first $10,000 month. You're not just going to sit around and wait for it to happen. You're going to use your inspired action. You're going to use your social media. You're going to create content that attracts your soulmate clients. And you're going to decide, you're going to embody that I'm the magnet and I get what I want. My coach, Alessandra, she was on here earlier. We were doing a breath work together, and the mantra that came through is, I get what I want. And that's not a bad thing. It's not being greedy. I made a whole post on this earlier about how wealth can assist you. The more money I have, the more people I can help. Veronica said, I just signed my daughter up for private school, trusting that the universe will provide. That is what I'm talking about, inspired action. If you sit around saying, I'm just going to wait until I manifest it, you're going to continue sitting around. But if you make that leap outside of your comfort zone, and if you say, all right, I don't know how I'm going to buy this house. I don't know how I'm going to do this dream job. I don't know how I'm going to enroll in this mastermind or sign up for this coaching program or this boudoir session or whatever. Whatever your dreams are. What are your big dreams? I don't know how that's going to happen, but I trust. I trust, and I believe in myself. I believe that I'm the magnet. Because if you start to sit back and you look at all of the things that you really have allowed into your life, that you really have attracted, your list is going to be greater than you could have even imagined. Now, just imagine what would happen if you became the magnet more often. If you decided that I'm just going to start living as the magnet today. I am the magnet. Like, to your deepest desires. I love to tell my clients, you are destined for your desires. That idea did not pop into your head for just no reason. It was there because that's your intuition saying, dream big. Hello, I'm your higher self living in your subconscious. I'm trying to tell you what you desire. And your ego is like, no, that's scary. I can't make that happen. What would happen if you just became the magnet? So what I want you to do, we are going to get ready to get into our abundance activation exercise. But I want you to drop in the comments, whether you're on Zoom or you're on the Facebook, your big desire. What is your deepest desire in your business, in your personal life, in your education? Like, what is that super deep desire? And I'm holding space for you to say it in the comments. It doesn't matter who's watching. It doesn't matter. Everybody's got their own deepest desires. What's your big dream? What is that one thing that sounds so scary, but you keep coming back to it? Is it $20,000 months? Is it $30,000 months? Is it $50K? Is it $100,000 months? Is it owning your own studio? Is it opening your own business? Drop in the comments, what is that big, scary dream that you just want to go for it? That you know that this could be life-changing. Ooh, yes, comments are rolling in. Paying myself more than $10,000 salary every month. Having a $30,000 month. To hold space for women all around the world, healing together. Oh my gosh, these are amazing. So these big, deep desires that are like whispering at you that want to come out, trust those. This is your intuition saying, you were meant for this. You are destined for this. It's not your job to figure out the how. It is your job to be the magnet, to hold your energy, to hold belief in yourself, to allow yourself to attract that. Facilitating huge healing retreats, enough money to hire employees on a regular basis. So many women are asking to be hired in our shop. That's amazing. Here's another one. I want a net yearly income of $100,000 plus more. Yes. Do you feel these big dreams? Do you feel the group energy right now? Because that lets me treat my employees well. It lets me travel. It lets me do fun things with my husband. Oh my gosh, absolutely. Another one, finish getting my business degree, create more abundant life for my family that I've been picturing. Yes, and all of these are possible. And the biggest shift, and it's just a micro shift, but it has the biggest impact. Instead of waiting, instead of doubting your ability, what if you moved out of your comfort zone and moved into the magnet? So I'm going to have you guys get into a comfortable position. I'm going to lead us on an abundance activation. So before we begin, I want you to drop in your comments, what are your intentions for this activation? What are your intentions to get out of this abundance activation? And if you've never done a meditation, visualization, a frequency session with me, you may experience some tingling, you may experience some body warmth, chills, you may fall asleep, you may not feel nothing, or you may not feel anything, or you may feel nothing, or you may feel all of the things, or it could hit you 2 hours from now. Don't have any expectations. Just set your intention below. So what would you like to get out of this abundance activation? What would you love to receive? So I'm setting the intention that whoever watches this on the Zoom, on the replay, on the live, that you activate your magnetism, that you become aware of your magnetism and how you can turn it on and what it feels like to be in tune with the magnet that you are. So some of the intentions that are coming through: to realize I'm worthy and open myself up for abundance. I'm ready to call in my soul clients that pay $5,000 or more. Yes! To let go so I play in joy more easily. Oh, to play in joy, that is such a big thing. A lot of my clients, we talked about this today in Dragon Theory, was I don't know how to just rest. I don't know how to just take time off. I feel like I need to be doing something. So, I love that, Gina. I want to work on getting out of my mind so that I can relax for the next several days so I can come back to work next week. I'm trying to click see more and feel more refreshed and ready for those big things. Oh my goodness, I love this. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have some background music playing. I want you to close your eyes and just listen to the sound of my voice. You don't have to be looking at me. Just simply listen to the sound of my voice and be open to receive what comes through. Let go of the fear of social media. Talk to media as I talk to people in person. Oh my goodness, I love that. So go ahead and get into a comfortable position here. I'm going to start our music and you are simply going to listen to the sound of my voice. Let's see. Can one of my Zoom ladies let me know if you can hear that? So go ahead, get comfortable. You don't have to be looking at me. I just want you to hear the sound of my voice. Perfect. Okay. So whenever you're ready, I'm going to have you close your eyes and simply take a couple of deep breaths in and let it out. In through your nose, deep, deep breath out through your chest. Let your body melt into the chair beneath you. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and simply allow yourself to melt. You are exactly where you need to be right now. Nobody needs you. There are no emails that need tended to. There are no notifications. You are simply becoming present with yourself. And what I want you to envision is a gold column of light coming in through the crown of your head. And this light is sparkling. Maybe it has shades of pink. Maybe it has shades of white. Just imagine this column flowing from the crown of your head deep down into your heart space. It goes down your abdomen and it channels all the way through your toes into the center of the earth deep below you. This is source energy. You have a divine connection right now to your highest self, to your deepest desires, to all of your destinies laid out in front of you. And as you're laying here, I want you to pull up the version of yourself in your mind's eye that represents the best you. That favorite version of you. Just envision what that person looks like. And I want you to feel the sun. It's shining on your skin. It's warming your body. You can feel source energy tingling down your arms and into your hips. It's activating every cell of your body, even deep down within your toes. And you're just breathing into this best version of you. And as you're observing this, your vision starts to become cloudy and things start to fade away. But you don't panic. You feel at ease because you trust. And you know that even when things are cloudy, that you are protected. Things are going to come back to you. And in that moment, when you reassure to yourself that everything is always working out in my favor, your vision comes back. But instead of looking at that higher version of you, you simply see a magnet. This larger than life version of yourself who is now a magnet. You can feel the energy buzzing. You can feel it radiating off of you. You are so powerful. And in the distance, when you look around, you can feel the energy of all of the other magnets beside you right now. Every single person who is watching, every single person who is activating with you is magnetizing just like you are. You're creating a vibration. And together, the energy of this group is radiating. You're not alone. There are others like you. You're not the only person with big dreams. You're not the only person who wants to make a difference. You are part of the collective. You are part of this revolution of healing and abundance and bettering of society in this world, and you know this. And as you're standing there as a magnet, feeling your power, feeling the power of the like-minded people around you, the wind starts to blow. And it's a heavy wind, and it's almost circular like a tornado. The leaves are blowing, it's whooshing, things start spinning, and instead of becoming scared, instead of doubting and clenching your fist and not knowing where to go, you're relaxed. You're at ease. In the storm, in the windiness, in the turbulence of life, you know that you are the magnet, and what you desire is already on its way to you. All of your big dreams, all of your big plans, all of your goals, the goals you have for your business, for your family, they are all right there. You've already created a path directly back to your heart space. By being the magnet, you have so many trajectories out in front of you, beside you, all around you, for your desires and your goals to come swooping in. So in the middle of this storm, in the middle of this tornado swooshing around, you're standing strong as the magnet that you are. And all of a sudden, every single desire comes rushing into you and has now connected with your body from all of the different directions. Your monetary goals, your relationship goals, your professional goals, your family goals, your friendship goals. Every single dream, big, small, little, tiny, minuscule, the huge ones, the scary ones, the desires that feel so scary to even think to yourself, because the thought of what if it doesn't happen is whispering in the back of your mind. Even those desires have magnetized themselves right up against your skin. The wind is blowing. The tornado is rushing. Your hair is blowing. Your face is covered. Your vision may be blurry. Things may be spinning, but it doesn't matter because you are the magnet. You are the magnet to your biggest desires. And they are right there. They've connected to you. You can breathe easier knowing that you hold this energy inside of you. You are the magnet. You don't have to do a million things every single day. You don't have to wade through the storm and fight the tornado on your own, because you've surrounded yourself by like-minded magnets, and we're all vibrating at the same frequency of desire, of achieving goals, of bettering society. And with our combined energy, everything becomes that much easier. There are so many different paths that our desires and our big dreams can take to land on your magnet. You've weathered the storm. You've survived it. And when you stand up a little straighter, the wind has softened. You're no longer spinning. The sun is shining. And you open your eyes and you see all of these other beautiful souls around you who are doing the exact same thing. It may feel lonely at times. You may feel like you're the only one trying to achieve these big goals, to change the world, to change your community. But that's just not the case. You have belief in yourself and you have belief in others. You are the magnet to your biggest desires. So I want you to take a couple of deep breaths in. Wiggle your toes. And whenever you're ready, allow yourself to come back to the video. So after you've taken a moment to come back, after you've taken a moment to recenter, I want you to drop in the comments what you're feeling right now. What is the emotion? What was the experience? What was the body sensation? What thoughts are going through your head? I want you to brain dump everything that came through for you, everything that you're experiencing, feeling, what you saw. Drop it in the comments below. So let's start with how you're feeling. I am feeling good. I feel connected. The visual of that magnet is always so powerful. I do this anytime I feel like I'm falling off track. I re-envision myself as the magnet to my biggest desires. Christina says she's feeling empowered. Veronica says sleepy, a little tingly. I was sidetracked thinking of clients. I already have the book on the books yet, not on a payment plan. Krista felt warmth and this feeling of excitement, like my chest wanted to burst open. I felt hopeful and inspired. Yes. Do you feel how activating that is? You are literally the magnet to your wildest dreams. You are the magnet. Gina feels aligned. I feel solid and full. Ooh, the feeling of fullness, of I am empowered. I am trusting. I am exactly where I need to be. I felt what it would feel like to be the leader. Yes. This is what abundance is attracted to. This is what money wants to be with, is the magnet. The person who says, I'm not quite sure what exactly I need to be doing to achieve these big giant dreams, but I know that they're mine. And I know that it's not my job to figure it out. I know that I'm not alone. I know that I have a community surrounding me who also believes in me. Could you feel the difference of trying to do a meditation by yourself or trying to figure out something on your own versus being in this energy space with other people just like you, feeling it together? When you envisioned the other magnets, did it feel, oh, wow, like I didn't expect her to say that. I didn't even realize that we were all in the same vision right now. We were all in this same energy space. Visualizing the collection standing with me after the fog lifted is exactly what I needed to feel right now. Thank you. You are so welcome, Gina. That is community. That's what being in a community of soul-minded entrepreneurs feels like. This is what is in our forefront. This is our reality, but so many people don't tap into that because we feel like as an entrepreneur or as a professional or as a mom or whatever it is that we're alone. You have a village out there. You're allowed to lean on others. We don't have to do it alone. A lot of the stories that we feel are, or the stories that we hear are, we have to be an emotional roller coaster. It's the entrepreneur roller coaster, and you have to do it alone, and you have to struggle, and that's just not the case. That's why I created the Expansion Mastermind. It's literally a group of creative entrepreneurs who want to excel, who want to create consistent $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 months. And they want to do it empowered and supported because they've tried to do it alone and you've tried to figure it out on your own and you just keep circling and spiraling and spinning back to plan A, B, C, D, all the way down the entire alphabet, and you're just not seeing results. Because you're stuck in your own mind, and sometimes, a lot of the times, it takes stepping out of your own tunnel vision and looking at it from a group perspective and looking at it and asking for help and admitting that, yes, I am a badass entrepreneur, but I am one person and I would like to feel supported. That's what the mastermind is. And that's what the women who are in it already, there's a couple of you on here right now, and I'm so excited you're watching. That's what we're doing for the next 6 months. It's group work, together, intimate, vulnerable, real. You're not going to come in with fluffy little goals that say, I want to have my best sale ever, and everything is beautiful, and I'm happy all of the time. Nope. That's not what we're doing. We're going to strip it down. We're going to figure out, why are you holding on to the belief that you can't be seen as a leader? Why are you holding on to the belief that even if you make $50,000, you're going to spend it all, or it's already spoken for and it's not going to show up in your bank account because you have this urge to spend, or something always happens and it never accumulates? We're going to shed. We're going to shed, we're going to strip, we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty and the uncomfortable parts of being an entrepreneur, and we're going to flip it, and we're going to rise together. And I'm facilitating this, but I'm also coming at it from a pure aspect. So I'm going to use all of the things that I've learned in the past 9 years from shooting photography sessions, $40 sessions, to now my studio minimum is $4,800. That is the minimum to get into the studio with me. So that entire journey of $40 all the way, all of the ups and downs and highs and low, I'm going to help you regulate that. Let me guide you on all of the things that I did wrong so that you guys don't have to. Which is great. But I pictured us all in the mountains sharing our unique gifts at a retreat. That is perfection. I love that. So something else that I want you guys to drop in on a scale of like 1 to 10. And I want you to compare this from when you started the video. How are you feeling energetically? Like when you think of abundance right now, does it feel as scary as it did when you started this live video? So maybe you were at a 2 or a 3 in trusting and feeling good. Maybe you're at a 4 now. Maybe you stayed the same in that integration will hit you tonight when you're taking a shower and you're just like, whoa. Maybe it bumped you all the way up to a 6 and you're like, I am feeling great. I am feeling activated. I am feeling inspired. But recognizing that you yourself are a magnet, where does that put you? We've got some 7s. We've got an 8. Oh my gosh. At a 5. I am pretty high. Yes, that is amazing. Callie's a 5 to a 6. Ooh, you guys, this is so good. Do you feel the power of collective energy? It's so much different when you try to do it on your own. That's why I love facilitating group visualizations, because I do this on my own a couple times a week. I have to re-envision and re-embody myself as the magnet. But when you do it in a group, it's just like, it's so juicy. So I hope that this helps shift you into this activation state. So when you're feeling lack, when you feel like you don't know where you're going, envision yourself as the magnet. Envision yourself allowing that you don't have to go and do all of the things all at once. Veronica says, I'm going to have to go watch this again. Not sure where the resistance is coming from. I'm probably at a 3 right now. Yes, watch it from the beginning, and it's compounded consistency too. So doing an activation, doing an abundance activation once is really good at kind of inspiring or getting that little thought in your head of, oh, it could be so much easier than this. But that's not where the work ends. It's compounded consistency, doing it over and over again. And this is where investing in yourself and making the decision to show up now instead of waiting for something to fall in your lap comes into play. Veronica, you're already in the mastermind, so this is something that we can dig into over the next 6 months together is, why am I still feeling resistance? Where am I playing small within myself? You guys have been so great. Yes, I can't wait either. I'm so excited. The group is just so many amazing people. If you are curious, or if this resonated with you and you're like, okay, I could use this community. I could use a kick in the butt. I need a place to bare my soul, but also feel uplifted and supported with like-minded entrepreneurs. I don't want to be so lonely. I do have, I think, 2 spaces left in the mastermind. It starts on Friday. It is a 6-month experience. It is a small group, so it's intimate. You don't have to worry about bearing your soul and your secrets to the world. We are going to grow. We are going to collapse time so that our time together, you're achieving your goals. You're ripping away your limiting beliefs around money. You're ripping away your limiting beliefs around yourself as a leader. And you're catapulting your success. You're collapsing time, you're achieving goals, and you're doing the damn thing. So I have a special, I guess you call it a special offer, an invitation. If you watch this on the live, or if you are watching this on the replay and you feel motivated, you feel activated, I am hosting a group frequency alignment. So I'm certified in frequency healing. I'm hosting a group alignment session, which is similar to this, but this was just like a tiny bit of what we can do in a frequency healing session on Friday the 1st to get us into the energy of the mastermind. And if you've already enrolled in the mastermind, you'll be getting an email to that because you get access to this as well. So before our very first mastermind meeting starts, I'm going to do a group healing frequency activation. So it was like this, but it's on a bigger level. It's going to be generating frequencies down deep into your cells, not just in your mindset. And that is on Friday. So for the next 24 hours, if you decide that this is something that you want, feel free to shoot me a message. You will get freebie access to that. Normally our frequency sessions are $575, but I really want to do a group one before we start this thing. So before the mastermind even starts, if you want in on that, I would love to have you. Gina said, I might need to look into this space. Thank you. Oh, I would love that, Gina. So what I'm going to do is I will post the application to the mastermind here in the comments. You can shoot me a DM if you want the DM. It is a 6-month program. It's invitation only, so fill out the application. And we'll go from there. I am so excited. There are payment plans available. It's very flexible. You get to be with me and a lot of these ladies who are on this live with us right now, and it's just such a great group. So I am so excited for you. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I also have availability for one-on-one mentorships if you're ready to take your business to the next level. I work with clients one-on-one as well as the mastermind group program. So thank you so much for showing up. Like I said, if you're watching live, that was amazing. If you're watching on the replay, do it on the replay. If you missed half of it, go back, watch the beginning. If you signed up for the email, you will be emailed a recording of this Zoom, but the replay will be posted on my personal profile, so you guys can go back and watch it as many times as you want. I hope that was amazing. In the comments, let me know how you're feeling tonight. Let me know how that was for you, and I will see you all so soon. Bye.